What's up? What's up? What's up, folks? We're back again. So that means you know it's Tuesday and you know it's 7, maybe 7:01. But another episode of the Tru-Mu, which stands for True Music, Tru-Mu Podcast. So we're going live and we got a group coming on as our guest today that I'm going to learn a lot about. But my co-host, the smooth one, by the way, what's up, C?
What up?
He knows more about this group and these guys than I do. So I'm going to learn a lot today. But like normal, if you have any questions, any comments, please feel free to post them, ask your question, make your comments. You may, in fact, even know of this group, and they're called Overtime. And I'd like to get your feedback. So with that being said, as we talk about all things music and all things creative, it's time to begin the discussion. Overtime. We got you on two fronts. There you go.
Ah, look at that.
Okay, so y'all got two cameras going. Okay, that's what's up. So good. What's up, fellas?
What's happening, Carl? Everything beautiful.
What's going on?
All right. I see Eddie Kendricks back there. All right, in the back. Look, man, we're gonna talk about what you're currently doing, but we always start from the beginning and then we bring it up to the forefront. Okay?
Sounds good, brother.
Sounds great.
Listen, man, I just want to ask you guys first and foremost, how long have you guys been together?
40 years.
40 years.
Whoa. Okay. So y'all already know what one is thinking, what one might do, and how to substitute and transfer. Y'all got all that down.
Oh yeah. We like a family. We like brothers, man. We fight, we go through it, but we always stick together, man. We love one another. We love each other so much, man. It's more than just the music.
That's the real right there. Okay. So take us back. Where did you guys first meet?
We first met 40 years ago on our college campus. We were inspired from the 1983 Motel 25th. And I was singing with the Campus Temptations at the time. And on March 2nd, 1985, I was performing and we opened up for the Force MD, the original Force MDs. And I met this brother who looked just like splitting image of Smokey Robinson, and his name was Curtis Holden, and his baby brother right behind me, Kenneth Holden, and he sang with a group called the Voices of Unity, and that's with the formation of Overtime some 40 years ago.
Oh yeah.
All right, Carl, feel free to jump in anytime because I'm gonna pepper them with questions, man. I just want to get all the facts so that I can learn and people can learn about them.
Hit them, man. Hit them hard.
All right, so fellas, let me ask y'all this because I'm sure if that Motown 25th show got y'all inspired, you know I was watching it too. I got inspired too. Just the music content and all the pioneers that were a part of that program. I think it inspired America, honestly, from a musical or creative perspective. So who were the groups that inspired you as individuals? My brother with the hat on. Who's one of your inspirations coming up back in the day?
Hey, wait. First, okay, so I wasn't down with the 40-year thing. They much older than me.
Really? I thought you was the same age as them.
No, man, they like 80, man. I'm only 25. No, listen. So wait, let me just tell you this real quick about me. So let me tell you, I'm actually, and I'll say this first. So I'm actually a gift to the group, and the reason why I'm gonna tell you a gift to the group is because like me, I'm a soloist. So I always sing soloist. So I've always wanted to perform with a group. So like about 10 years ago, when our guys Arthur, mad love to Arthur. He got hooked up with Overtime and he wanted to do a practice. And in the practice, they were like, yo, Chaz, we want you to come, be the fourth member. Oh, yeah. So when I actually got there, what happened, these brothers, we just gelled together. It seemed like we had 40 years of history. But what's ironic is we really did have 40 years of history because each one of these brothers, we knew each other from a different period in our lives. But me and Mark got reintroduced through Carl T. Smith's event, but I'll get into that real quick. So listen, so basically what happened is Arthur had to move and I wound up being the third member. So we've been tight as thieves since that. So now, who inspired me the most? Well, if I go for like Motown artists and stuff like that, like I always love the Temptations and Smokey and Up to Date, like kind of like Johnny Gill, but I like Prince. Yeah, but I like Prince because I just like his different style, and I've been blessed with a couple of different optics. But last but not least, what's ironic is I more or less was discovered kind of by this dude named Carl T. Smith. Because I don't know if you remember way back in the day, there was this club. I was like 19, it was called Sweetwaters.
Oh, yeah.
And Sweetwaters wouldn't let rap groups in. No. So Carl T. Smith and them I was with a group called Rock and Steady. So Carl T. Smith had us booked in there. We was tearing it up. But I was actually the vocalist. All right. And so that's how I got through with Carl T. Smith. So, one of my inspirations is definitely Carl T. Smith because he really wasn't no joke. I mean, he do know a little kung fu too, but he didn't whip our asses. But the point is that he kind of taught us. He taught me like to stick with it. Like if you love something, like stick with it. And I respect him for that. And I tell him that all the time.
Check is in the mail. Check is in the mail. Don't worry about it.
Okay, going to my brother in the back. Who's one of your inspirations, or what group or solos, whatever? Who did you like, bro?
What's the name of the guy in the back? What's the name of that guy?
Several groups, but I would say Levi Stubbs of the Four Tops. I mimic him a lot. I like the Temptations. I like, of course, Donny Hathaway. I love him. Barry White, the great Isaac Hayes. Those type of people. Let's see who else that's current today. I would say I like Christopher Williams when he was singing on Broadway with Stephanie. I think he can blow, and the late Gerald Levert, the son.
Yeah.
Many groups called. There's a cat that I listen to sometime named Carl T. Smith. Through Chaz Green, and he's been around for a long time.
You're gonna be broke.
I learned from the pros. I learned from watching people like Carl T. Smith, how they are professional, how their showmanship is there, and
Greg Hill too.
Greg Hill,
yeah, with the.
I forgot about my good friend Greg Hill of Delphonics. He's a good brother. I love him to life, and I just learned so much from him. And people like him and Cliff Perkins, our other friend of Soul Generation. There's so many. But
Greg Hill is like Ike Turner.
Oh, yeah, Greg Hill is the man.
True.
Shout out to Greg Hill. But basically those type of groups, Carl. I mean, I just love good music and good performers. They give a good show.
So wait, because I don't know you guys. So who's who? What's your guy's name?
I'm Kenneth Holden, but they call me Kenny the Voice Holden. And we're overtime, baby. That's what I say.
Yeah, that's Kenneth Holden. Who's the other guy? Who's the other two? They in witness protection?
Yeah, what's your name, man?
Well, I'm Mark McPhee.
He's the smooth guy.
And I'm Chaz Entertainer.
He's the trouble guy.
I'm Chaz because I'm all over the place, man.
Oh yeah.
So, last but not least, share some of your inspiration, your groups or singers that inspired you, bro.
Well, for me, it was definitely the Temptations. It was people like Johnny Mathis, also the Delphonics, and one of the things that was great for me is that many of my classic soul friends and whatnot, I grew up listening to them and they became my personal friends. People like Mr. William Poogie Hart. One of the things that he taught me is diction. He said you have to pronounce your words. Yes. And he was inspired by the godfather of tenors, Mr. Eddie Kendricks. He was also inspired by people like Little Anthony and also Johnny Mathis. Also, I go back to the 50s. My father was sang with a group called the Cozy Tones. My father did shows with Pookie Hudson and the Spaniels. My father did shows with the Cadillacs. Yes. Also with Shep and the Limelights. Right. Okay. And so I grew up singing songs from the 50s, like Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers and the Students, I'm So Young. And then later on, it was groups like the Five Stair Steps and, of course, the Jackson Five. And then the 1970s, we had people like 21st Century. You remember a song called We Used to Play Out in the Rain? You might remember another group. Yeah.
I'm only 21, so I don't really know.
Okay. And then there was groups like in the 60s, there were the groups in the 50s and the 60s, like the Drifters. Yeah. But moving into the 70s, I spoke to Jimmy Briscoe a few years ago. One of the songs that made me famous was Ebony Princess, which and my singing partner, Antonio Soto, we became famous all over East Harlem singing Ebony Princess. And then later on, singing the Switch.
Really?
So I was singing like a light skinned guy.
And Brett Carter just sings with
so you're a first tenor or a tenor, second tenor that can switch?
I was a male soprano before I had the stroke.
So that was the first tenor then. You was a top voice. Okay.
Yes.
And what's the gentleman in the back? What's your second tenor?
I've always been a baritone.
Baritone bass.
Yeah, that's the way I like.
And the youngster?
I like that Teddy Pendergrass, Jeffrey Osborne kind of guy.
Oh, you want to turn off the lights? I got you.
Oh yeah, I want to turn them off. I want him to throw everything on the stage, but the money first.
And Chaz?
Yeah, I'm like, oh man, it's kind of like, I'm like a tenor with like 3 different ranges, like a couple of octaves. By the blessings of God, not by me.
Oh yeah, give God the glory. Right.
Yeah, for sure. So
another thing I want to say, if I could say real quick, we sung with he's singing with the Commodores now. Our dear friend Brent Carter, we sung with him in college too. He was a lead vocalist. He took over as a lead vocalist for the Average White Band, and what was the other group that he sang with? One of them bands, Average White Band. Now he's with the Commodores, Brent Carter.
Okay.
We go along with that. He's a good friend. I love the way he does his shows and stuff like that. And Montanez Little, I did Drifters review with him. I sang with a guy named Magic out in Brooklyn.
And Montanez sang with Blue Magic at one time.
Oh yeah, and Joe Branch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Was that with Ted Wizard Mills and all them?
Oh yeah. I love Ted Wizard. I love Ted. Good friend.
Wait, I got a little vocal donations too. I actually performed for it's called Harpo, but I sang off of one of the soundtracks for Oprah Winfrey's Martin Luther King, Keep the Dream Alive. Of course, I'm an actor. I've been an American Gangster, and the Apollo, and a couple of other like
Street Line. You've been in Street Line movies.
Yeah, Street Line video concert.
Give up to Vera.
Yeah, Vera Edwards. I love it. Listen, let me tell you something. I gotta give her a shout out. You gotta check out Street Line videos. We got this movie called Chicken, Pressed, Waiting for Mr. Right, and what is another? The other one is called This Xmas by Chaz Green. You gotta check out on YouTube. She's phenomenal. She's the most underrated videographer that we can reach out and touch.
Mm-hmm. I also
underrated.
I did a documentary. This is a great actor who's with Denzel and them, right? I did a documentary in Harlem, a movie called Premature. I'm in that movie. I studied some theater many years ago. I was a theater arts major in college and a business minor. And I love theater as well. I've done that a lot in my life as well.
So you guys don't just blow, but you also act, huh?
Oh, yeah.
Well, you gotta know everything. You gotta do it.
Well, I'm not an actor at all by any stretch of imagination. But I'm an activist. However, some 30 years ago, I did some productions for a gentleman by the name of King Melvin Brown, and he put me in a movie called Harlem Aria with Paul Savino and Damon Wayans, and I was also did some background. We call it background, but I also did Black Nativity with Jennifer Hudson, Mary J. Blige, and also with a few other notable folks. And also many years ago. I was in a Spike Lee joint. It was about the 1977 blackouts.
I thought you was the naked guy.
You
And
said
she got
Spike Lee passed you a joint?
Right.
Yeah, well, now,
Spike Lee
speaking
passed you a
about
joint?
She's Gotta Have It, I just spoke to John Canada Terrell a couple of days ago. I'm also the associate producer for the Sister Talk television show, and I'm currently producing the hip hop gospel play Whose Side You're On, and we're going to be at that's it right there, and we're going to be at the Julio de Burgos Performing Arts Center in East Harlem.
So when do
So
you sleep?
I'm
I'm a little confused. When do you sleep? You know.
that's the problem. I don't sleep well at
He
night.
does.
We're overtime. You get it?
Oh, overtime. Right now it makes sense. Okay. So let me ask you this. You know, I know you've been around the block a bit, based on what you're sharing. What was one of your best? I mean, as a group, as Overtime, one of your best highlights as a group.
There's so many, but we try to think of
Well,
one.
just 22 West. If I have to go back some 30 years ago, we performed, and our manager, which is his father, the late Curtis Holden Sr., he nursed us and he rehearsed us.
He used to manage
and he managed us. And so 30 years ago, we performed at 22 West. But one of our greatest performances was with this gentleman right here.
Yes, he's a blessing.
At Christ Church, when we did our performance, and we had one of our founding performers with us, Curtis Holden.
Right.
And we did Boys the Men by New Edition, and we had him on the stage with us. And then another reigning moment was when the brothers performed, and we did a tribute to the to Blue Magic.
Oh yeah.
We did a tribute to Levi Stubbs and the Four Tops. Ain't No Woman Like the One I Got. And then just recently, with Joe Branch, former lead singer of the Delphonics, we just did a fundraiser for the Circle of Brothers down at the Actors Temple this past December. And also when we performed with Chill, my brother, at Co-op City.
What time? Co-op City, but don't forget, we performed with, we didn't actually get to perform with Carl T. Smith, but we were in the audience, but I actually hosted. It was it's about almost 12 years ago.
Yeah, that was 12 years
Jesse D.
With Jesse D at the Four Seasons at the Rafael Hernandez Auditorium, which we'll be back there again on May 24th.
And Car Wash, you remember Car Wash was too messed up to perform?
Look, like Michael Jackson said at the Motown 25. Those were the good old days, but what were some of your biggest challenges as a group? You know, or something that maybe you regret, or
why you pointing at Kenny?
Because I'm competitive, but not competitive with my brothers. I'm competitive when I go on stage. As you know, as an engineer, musician, and everything else that you are, Carl. You know, I mean, when you have a gift and God blesses us with it, we want to fulfill it to the best for God's purpose. And when I go on stage, I'm a whole different kind of guy.
Don't put skates on them, that's for sure.
When I'm off the stage, when I'm on stage, I don't care who you put on there with me. It's like magic going against Kareem.
That is so powerful what you're saying there, bro. Because I remember with one of my bands back in the day, we were going up against a local band. My band was going up against the local, and we really weren't going up against them, but you know, people kind of feel that way because they're maybe intimidated because they got better equipment, bigger speakers. But I told my drummer, I remember telling him, I don't care what they got, they can't play like you, and they are not us. So that says it all.
The attitude we take, pardon me for interrupting you, that's the attitude we take as Overtime. When Chaz said, look, Kenny, if I mention anybody to him, like some of these people that are supposed to be big celebrities, and we know a lot of them just like you, and they're just people to us. So when I tell Mark and Chaz, I say, look, man, I don't care. Put him on the stage with us, or let him get on the stage with me. Don't give him no band. Give him just to get on the stage with the mic, and let's see what they can do. And I show them what they can do. So it's not an intimidation. When I get on stage, I'm about my business.
Right.
Let me chime in. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Just like this is what's very important about this. See, like we banned, like, okay, so what's the older lady name at Christ Church?
You talking about Janice?
Yeah, so let me tell you what Miss Janice said. One time something was going on, and we had a young lady, you know her, she was very disruptive, and she tried to cause friction in between us, right? And Miss Janice said to her, she said, no, they're gonna be all right. They're brothers. So I think one of the most difficult times that we've actually had as a group is not as a group, is people on the outside not understanding our relationship. Just like Kenny just said, and it's kind of funny now that he said that how his dad was very particular, and me, I'm just very particular. Yes. So when we're together, like we don't argue, like we'll sit down or take a break or whatever, but it's blessed that I actually met two guys that I just love singing with and just friendship with. So sometimes it's not, well, it's real easy to gel with Mark because he don't say nothing. He's like, okay, go on. That's because it's funny. But yeah, we all like he is actually the glue. Oh yeah, like this brother's the glue because I've never heard him say anything but one time. He's like, I'm disappointed. He doesn't raise his voice. I'm disappointed, but I'm sorry.
So is he like the Michael Jackson of the group? Is that what you're trying to say?
He play on that, Carl. Yeah. He play on that.
Yeah, so like I said, friction wise, yeah, we had to just take a break, a love break, love moment, just to tell your brothers, like, look, we competed like nobody, and this is no disrespect to anybody, but can't nobody really step to us? No, because we have 3 different arsenals that we express it at events, and that's it. But one of the hardest, and this is it, one of the hardest times we had was when Mark, once again, I'm gonna do 2 seconds with this. When Mark, he had a stroke, and when he had a stroke, he was like, okay, well, you got to get another person to replace him, and we couldn't, we wouldn't. Right. Because so these brothers had created a group over time, and they allowed me to be a part of it. Okay. And then when he got sick, he said, well, you get somebody to replace me till I'm better, or if I'm better. And we refused.
Tell him what you said. Let Mark tell you. You always tell your story, but Mark,
what you say, Mark?
Chaz is saying, tell him what happened.
Yeah, well,
and tell him when I said I was going to do it. First.
Yeah, so it was a big challenge for me because I was silenced because of the stroke, and I couldn't even talk. I couldn't walk, and God is so good that He allowed me to come back to the group. Yes. And for a while, I told these guys, hey, you know, like when Smokey Robinson left the Miracles, he wrote that song, Sweet Harmony, and told them, go ahead and spread your joy throughout the world. And so I told my brothers, and y'all go ahead, and I even found the replacement for me. And even Kenny at one point, he said, you know what, I'm going to stop singing. I'm only going to sing for the Lord. And it just so happened at my senior center, I began, singing with the chorus at my senior center, trying to build myself up. I had to go through physical therapy. I had to go through speech therapy. I had to go through occupational therapy. He said that he was no longer singing and whatnot, and he was only going to sing for the Lord. I contacted Chaz and I said, look, I'm coming back. And they had a big thing for me at our annual Motown show. We do an annual Motown show at Christ Church, which is a big fundraiser. And the applaud that I got from that audience coming back and whatnot, it was phenomenal. And just to be able to share the stage with these brothers again and whatnot, it really let me know that God had really touched me. Amen. Because there were people in that audience that were crying. My brother. Because
We love
a lot of
each other
people.
so much.
I
We love
got
each other so much.
phone calls from Evan Wills from the Persuaders. I got
Yes.
calls from my brothers in Blue Magic that
Yes.
was calling on me and checking on me.
That's right. Cliff Perkins, everybody.
And when Cliff Perkins, you know, some of my friends from Black Ivy
Oh yes.
and whatnot, you know, and
Who's
they
it,
were
Russell, a Leroy, or Stewart?
Leroy, I'm friends with all three of those brothers.
You know,
Okay.
and
So-
they're like a brotherhood. You know,
Yeah,
we're gonna
sure.
imitate any groups. Those brothers been around forever.
Yeah.
And they're still together. They're still together.
So it was great to, you know, so I owe a debt of thanks to you, Carl, because
There they go
last
trying to get money again. See this?
last year was a breakout year. It was a signal of my return. That show that we did with you, we got picked up by Prestige.
Oh yeah.
And Prestige had us perform for Fashion Week.
Oh yeah.
And whatnot. We got a chance to. There was another performance that we were able to do. I mean, we were just getting picked up, you know, and there was people that wanted to hear us.
Oh yeah.
And so I'm grateful and thankful that we were able to perform with Carl T. Smith and Friends.
Oh yeah.
And wanted to sign us.
All right. and we're gonna always
Let me get the money together.
We're gonna be there. Whenever you want us, we'll be there.
Carl got his hand out. He said, "Money in the bank."
And so we had some friends that live up in Co-op City that came out to see us, and I'm also grateful and thankful because we have a little fan club. Our sisters at my at my senior center, they come to all my shows, and they were late. And they were disappointed that they were late, but they made their way to Co-op City.
Oh yeah.
And whatnot. And you know, wherever we go, we have these ladies who come out and support our performances. And so we're grateful and thankful. And I've had some people in my senior center say, "Hey, when's the next show?" And so I told them May 24th.
So do you guys do covers and originals, or just covers, or what kind of material do you do?
We do covers for right now. We all write. Chaz has some songs, I have some, and Mark has some. But right now, we just want to get our name out there and get our fan base, and we'll work on that. And you know,
I stopped writing. I used to write, but I stopped.
And Carl got some too. Hand.
Oh no, you ain't saying nothing but a word, man. You
Carl got some.
Hey, well,
around, man. If, you know, we just gotta go ahead and do it. That's all.
That's right. That's right.
Way to go.
So I'm gonna ask a Sir Charles question. How you feel about the music industry today?
Garbage.
Kenny.
I'm sorry.
No, don't be sorry. You threw it out there. You know. That's it. That's how you feel about it.
I mean, are there any groups or vocal soloists that are performing today that you may have heard on the radio that you could say they have something to offer?
Well, that's
you on the call, right?
No, talking to
you guys.
He don't want. He don't care about me. He don't want to know nothing about me.
Good. I'm gonna take a quick stab at this.
Go ahead.
And I don't want to piss people off because everybody. One thing, it's a little deeper. One thing I don't like the fact that how white people, and no disrespect to white people, or how they're changing the genre. Like they're the ones who are creating the musical atmosphere by taking it away from us. So like one of the things about it now is if you listen, there's no more bass in the songs anymore. It's like they're dictating how we're supposed to perform. And now a lot of the kids are not really singing now. They go, they're really, really riffing. And that's good to be able to riff. Like you see, like Lauryn Hill, she started that and they booed her. Lauryn Hill riffs and she sings.
Oh, yeah.
So now these other kids, like I was listening to this girl, and no disrespect, what's her name? I really felt like somebody was having a damn stroke or something. Like I kind of like the song, but the vocals are going. The majesticness of the music is going. The descriptive of making love and loving a woman and loving a person is gone. It's straight. Come on, baby, let's boop, boop. It's no
nothing
no
left to the imagination.
right. There's
Nothing
nothing
right.
to the, and then last but not least, it's not uplifting us.
No.
It's taking us down. I mean, I don't know how sensitive we are on here, but I would rather go to a girl and sing la 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 I love you than bitch shake your body or shake what your mama gave you.
Absolutely.
You know,
Right.
and
Right.
I'm not gonna do that.
and last but not least, to add on to that part, what's really, really sad, and I know I go too political about this, so I'll probably be assassinated by some of them. I feel like this. If it builds, then it's good.
Oh yeah.
But if it takes us down, it's not. You tell me, what is the music doing for us now that we don't know what? People killing each other, trap music, all this
Drill music,
stuff,
all that.
drill music, everything is making us look like the word nigga. Sorry, I had to say it, and it's not uplifting us.
It's not.
Opposed to when we was growing up, like brothers walk down the street with pride because they had this song in their head.
Oh, yeah.
I hear this guy, he was walking down the street the other day, so help me God, he was just cursing and all that, and he just looked like you know. So that's it. So we're losing. If it's the gain, then it's good, but it's not gaining, it's losing. And I meant to say this, we can't even go to a club now and just chill out and be with a couple of coonies like us, chilling and enjoying ourselves.
Like Sweetwater.
Right, a Sweetwater. Now we gotta so that's lost.
No, I get it. I get it because I share a similar sentiment from almost everything that you've said and shared. I'm going to introduce a new segment. I'm going to say a name and you can say thumbs up, thumbs down. Okay.
Right.
It hasn't been built. It just came into my brain. So this is a new segment we're going to introduce, and you guys will be the first ones to participate.
Okay, wait. I want to say something.
If it's rap music,
Wait. I want to say something. So when he say the name, you got to all go at the same time.
Okay.
Thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever.
Don't be cheating, like waiting and looking over and then trying to pick what. I want you the same time.
Got it. Copy
I
that.
will say go.
Y'all ready?
Yes.
Okay, great. Anthony Hamilton.
Go. All right.
Chris Brown.
Kenny wasn't too sure. Kenny said sideways.
Neo.
Except for his 3 wives.
Mario.
What's wrong with the 3 wives?
Dang.
Mario.
No.
Oh, you don't know him? Okay. Omarion.
Nah, I'm just saying. Who? Like what?
Married.
She can't sing live.
No, he can't.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Yeah, that was just a quick testing
Come on,
for the
two more.
Oh,
Okay,
2 more?
man.
Okay. Christina Aguilera.
She can sing.
Okay, here we go. You ready for this? Beyonce.
No. Just give a good shot.
Look. Showmanship.
Give the finger.
Not yet. No, I get. No, she can actually sing. I mean, listen. Let me tell you something. Beyonce and the things that she has done and she has created. I can't say it's singing because she's definitely not a Fantasia, but she's been holding her thing. She's doing her. That's like Janet Jackson. They're doing that thing with their voice.
She's got a good show.
Yeah.
She's got a good show.
One last one. Mary J.
No.
Remind me. She remind me of a girl that used to sing.
Right.
Okay. All right. Well, thanks for playing along, fellas. Now, who plays an instrument?
Who plays? Well, I can play the congos.
Okay.
I don't play any instruments.
Okay. So y'all would be considered singer-songwriters. That's fine. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
You play keyboards, right? Don't you play keyboards?
Not if you tell Carl D. Smith or somebody like that. They'll say play a key, and I'll be like, huh?
Okay.
It's okay.
I got a question.
Oh man, go ahead, Carl. I'll follow up on your next after your next question.
Right? If you had to do it all over again, I would fill in the blank.
If I had to do it all over again,
Right.
I would still do the same thing.
Okay. All right.
If I had to do it all over again, I would be more serious about it. When I was younger, I sung amateur night at the Apollo. I was in my 20s. I won amateur night a couple of times, and I was moving too fast, doing a different thing. So I didn't want it. And now that I'm mature and grown in my 60s, I know you have to be serious about what you want when you do it. So now that's what I would do. But as far as music, I don't think there's too much I would change. I was around some good people, and I was with my dad. My uncle owned a bar called the Red Carpet on 84th and Amsterdam. Miles Davis there and all those people. And I met some good people, Harry Latang, Ruth Brown, and Mabel King, and all these people. So
now, if I had to do it all over again, I think right now, I'd be honest with you, I'm not trying to suit these brothers up. I think I'm having like the best time of my life right now. I mean, performing by myself was awesome. Like, you know, even when I was with Rocksteady, and Sweetwater was one of the best events as a group they performed in. But afterwards, you're the best at your own, not the best with brotherhood. So right now in this age and time, I like the fact that I'm here with people my age that can go to a place and we can leave sound mind, respected, and honored. And it's very, so I'm blessed by God that at my age, if I had to do anything else again, I tell you I wouldn't play sports because my back hurt. That's it.
I go back to that.
And you're gonna blame that on sports, huh?
I could do it over
I
again.
thought I was gonna play for the New York Mets. I'm sorry, man. So I tried everything.
Yeah, it's truly nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's a nice picture, Carl T. Smith, Chad.
Yeah.
The overtime. That's a nice picture. That's some good looking guys right there. The other guy with the bull head, he all right, but you know what I'm saying. Carl T. Smith looking all right right in that picture. But those two brothers,
You guys,
I'm not into that. People believe what they want to believe, their own sexuality, but those three guys in the back is fly.
Oh man, stop saying it.
No, you gotta say that. You gotta say no problem with whatever people feel, because you know.
No, I'm not saying I'm not. No, I thought you said I'm not. You just said I'm not about that. You know.
No, I said I'm into me. I'm into.
Oh, I'm not about that. I'm not about that. Would you say no Diddy? No Diddy?
Nah, I ain't gonna diss Diddy because he having a good time with that baby all in jail right now.
What can people expect from you guys on the 24th?
Oh, we're gonna rock them. We're gonna sock them. We're gonna do it right out the box. We're gonna give them music, and we're just gonna entertain. And you know, we're gonna interact with our audience and do like we do.
I think. Well, I Mark could have said something, but he's taking his time. He's a smooth one. But I think one of them.
Smith is a smooth one.
I mean, he's smooth, but this is smooth. So listen, I think what we're gonna do that day, I think we're gonna be more comfortable.
Oh yeah.
I think we're gonna be more. It won't. It's not like we're gonna be like arrogant, but we're gonna be more comfortable. Like we were happy that you invited us the last time. Now this time we got something to show you, Carl. See, we had something to show you then, but we kind of got something to prove to you. It's like your brother asking you to come back. Oh, yeah. It's a special feeling. That's just real. You know, I'm emotional, so y'all gotta forgive me. I just speak how I feel.
And you don't always get asked to come back.
Yeah.
You see, so with Carl T. Smith, he sees something in us and making us a part of his thing. I mean, to be on his platform with him, it's just like tonight. I mean, it's a pleasure, and we do thank you, all the gentlemen that's on this platform. And you know, I'm just humble, and Overtime is humble to everything.
Well, I look forward to sharing the platform with you guys. You know, we're gonna have a great time. You know, for me, it's coming back home, and you know, just to be with our folks, to be in the city that raised me and grew me, got my hard knocks, and overcame all this and all that, and voila, here I am. Let's do this. Let's go. You know, so I'm looking forward to the show myself. So this is fantastic.
And I'm looking forward to your set and whatnot. And I'm looking forward. I go back some 40 years with my boy Jesse D, and I remember him being on that stage, you know, with us, you know, some time ago at the Rafael Hernandez Auditorium, and Chaz was the actual host of that show.
Nice.
And whatnot. So just being back there, and my friend Evan Wills from the Persuaders was there. We had a lot of people from the community that came out to see the Delphonics perform. Like I said, Greg Hill goes back many years with my family. And in fact, his son is my sister's godson.
Okay.
So it's like family. And so I look forward to be back in that environment.
Greg was in the house.
We should have had Greg on. We should have had Greg on this. Then it would really be over, right?
Yeah. But wait. It's funny about that because with all due respect, God bless the dead, Jesse said, I'll never forget this. Jesse came up to me. He was like, yo, Chaz. He said, man, you was up there. I ain't even know you. I didn't know you could hit that note, Chaz. I didn't think you was gonna hit that note. And he just kept going. I was like, yes, Jesse. But he kept going like, Jesse. Then I looked at him. I said, Jesse, I didn't think you was gonna hit that note either. You was about to faint because Jesse was like, if it isn't
What song was it, Chaz?
What was he singing a New Edition song? Was it Tender Love? Was it Tender Love? No, he was singing a New Edition song. I think
Is this the end? Is this the end?
No, he was whatever he was doing. He was jumping up and down, bouncing up and down, and then he stopped for me. He said,
"That's
all right."
Yeah.
Well, you know what they say, guys? They say that when the level of talent is of a certain caliber in sports, the opposing team, their caliber rises to meet the other team. So I think with 40 years of experience that you have, and I know Carl, even though he's only 21, with the experience that Carl has, I think it's going to be a powerful show because we're bringing experience to that stage and people with the passion to do what we do. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm looking forward to meeting you guys in real time. And it's on and popping. Let's just do this.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and thank you for that. Thank you for that. We will come in there and we're gonna show nothing but love and give love and just be there with our brother and be there with you. And
yes, sir.
And we're gonna have a good time.
Absolutely. How can people contact you guys?
Go ahead, come.
Oh, okay. So this is how you get contact us. Click your heels 3 times. Well, not really. We're gonna actually, it's kind of funny that you said that, right? We got a page, but we got to fix it up, right? So you can actually reach us at Chaz Green at Yahoo. No, wait, I'm sorry, I'm messing up, right? You can Chaz the Entertainer. Is Chaz? No, it's Chaz Green on Facebook. So that's CHAZGREENE Entertainer, and that's what we're starting off with right now. Right. And if you need to leave us a message, okay, you can use our number. It'll be 347-425-3531, and that's a business number. So it's 347-425-3531. That's overtime. That's how you can reach out to us.
Overtime in the building, baby.
All right, now.
Go ahead, Mark. He just sit in the cut.
Mark is gonna say, you can reach us by
stairway. Mark like the
you
picture.
Can reach us by stairway.
So you guys are in New York, right?
I'm used to be in New York. I'm in the DMV now.
Oh, okay. Because I wanted to extend a ticket to you to our hip hop gospel play that went out. But I don't know what your schedule looks like, Carl T. Smith. But we have a matinee performance on Saturday for the youth, and I would like to extend a complimentary ticket to you at the Julio de Burgos Performing Arts Center. And I will inbox you for that.
Okay, cool.
And hopefully you'll be able to come out on Saturday, and I'll have a ticket. I'm one of the producers for the play.
Okay. All right, cool.
So folks, if you've been watching us, this is Overtime, and we've been talking to them about their life story, their performance, their experience, and getting certain little nuggets and nuances about the group. And you can look forward to hearing them in real time at the Rafael Hernandez Auditorium. And if you can't make it, you can go to ctstickets.smoothone.com and get tickets. There's a crazy deal. People don't give away deals like this, but there's a crazy deal where you can get into this show for probably little of nothing, as well as the show is going to be streamed. So
there it is.
There's no way you can't check the show out because CTS Productions has put all the pieces in place to make it available. So there you have it. And you can always reach out to Carl T. Smith if you want more specifics. But the information is on the flyer. The information is on the video trailer. Just check it out. Get there and be a part of the energy, as I always like to say, because that's what we're about. We're about that energy. We're about that life. This is what we do. This is who we are. And this is what we love. So with that being said, folks, it's been a pleasure. And until next time, be part of the energy.
Appreciate you, brother.